everyone, welcome once again to Dada's Foodcrave Kitchen. If you are new to my channel, I want to thank you for stopping by. Please don't forget to hit that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell because you'll be the first to be notified whenever I upload a video. In today's recipe, I am going to show you guys how to make a delicious African donut, as some will say, beignet. If you are interested in seeing how I make this African donut, beignet, please stay tuned and don't forget to share this video and like, subscribe. So without any further ado, let's get cooking. Alright guys, we're gonna start with our dry ingredients. All you need is 3 cups of all-purpose flour, and then you're gonna need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, you're also gonna need a pinch of salt. You can use any salt that you like. You can use kosher salt, sea salt, but it has to be fine salt. And now you're gonna mix all your dry ingredients together. Make sure everything is mixed really well. And then you're gonna set it aside. Now we're gonna start with our wet ingredients. You need a whole stick of butter, which is equivalent to half a cup of butter. And then you're gonna need 3/4 cup of sugar, granulated sugar. As you can see, my butter was not in a room temperature as I want it to be. If you can leave your butter sit out so that it can soften, it's much better to do it that way. I was impatient. I took the butter out, but I didn't wait for it to soften. But as I'm going along, if you don't have the time, as you go along, the butter will be softened because the friction of the hand mixer will definitely warm that butter up, and it's gonna melt. So now you're gonna add 3 eggs. I'm gonna first crack in 1 egg. And I'm gonna add the remaining 2 eggs, which is total 3 eggs. You're gonna whip it up really good with your hand mixer. And now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add my dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. You're also gonna need 1 cup of milk. Just 1 cup of milk. So what I'm gonna do, instead of adding the whole batch of flour into the wet ingredients, I'm gonna add a little at a time. And as I'm adding the flour, I'm adding some milk as well. So that's what you want to do. You don't want to just pour the whole flour into the wet ingredients. You want to add a little at a time and then add milk as you're going along. Make sure it's mixed really, really well. Now I'm gonna add the remaining flour. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of condensed milk. It's optional, you don't have to add condensed milk, but that's my preference. I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of condensed milk. This will give the mixture a really nice flavor. And it also will add sugar to it if you don't have enough sugar. If you don't like too much sweets, you don't have to add extra condensed milk into the mixture. If you are enjoying this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I'm also gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla flavor. This is a white plain vanilla. You could use the brown one as well. They have different types of vanilla flavor. This is just a clear one. So I'm gonna mix everything up well together. Make sure everything is mixed really well, because you don't want to have any lumps into your mixture. It should be as nice as creamy. Scrape all the sides out. Make sure there's no lumps. Mix it really well. And voila, our donut mixture is ready. You're gonna put that aside, and then you're gonna have you a cup or a bowl of water, because you want to have your hands wet in order to be able to dip your hand into the batter. And then you could make your donut big, you could make it small. It all depends on your preference, what size you want. As you can see, I'm making a big donut. It's like almost like medium size. You could make it as small as you want it. You could make it as big as you want it. And then what you want to do is just scoop the donut with your hands. You can put on, or you could put a glove on if you want. And as you're putting in the donut, you just point your hand downwards into the oil. Some people will say drop donut. That will give it that round, nice shape. Make sure your hand is pointed downwards and have your thumb push the batter down into the hot oil. So you want to use a skewer to turn it around, and also at the same time you also want to be careful so that the skewer doesn't create any hole into the donut, because if it pokes a hole into the donut, some of the batter inside that didn't fry yet will kind of ooze out. So you want to be careful with that. And you want to wait till it's like nice and golden brown. And make sure don't put your heat too high. You want your oil to be hot, but not as too hot, because you don't want your donut to be brown in the outside and then have to be raw in the inside. You don't want your oil to be warm. You want your oil to be hot, but not too hot, because then it will cook your donut really raw. Then it will leave your donut raw in the inside, and then it will be brown in the outside. Like I said, if you are enjoying this video, please leave your comment down below and like, share. This recipe is so simple. You could make it for your kids, After it's done, you could add anything you want to add into this donut. I mean, you could add some syrup on it, you can add some powdered sugar on it. Whichever way you like to eat your donut, you can do it that way. As you can see, I made a medium size. If you want, you could make small size or bigger size. This is almost like puff puff, but puff puff is a little wetter than this. The donut is a little drier. Puff puff is a little wet. And voila, here we go. We have our African donut, as some will call it beignet. It's all done. So I'm just gonna show you guys how the inside look. We're gonna see it together. I'm just gonna break it apart. Oh my goodness, look how soft and delicious this donut looks. It is so soft. Like I said, you can add some syrup on it, you can add some powdered sugar, whichever way you enjoy your donut. If you want it that plain, which is my favorite, I like my donut plain. I'm gonna be enjoying my donut with some hot tea. You can enjoy it with your coffee in the morning. You could enjoy it as a snack before you go to bed. It is so yummy, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and come back for more. I will definitely be bringing you all kinds of recipe, guys. It is so yummy. Look at this donut, guys. My beignet, guys. It's so soft in the inside, and the outside it's so crunchy. If you have any comment, please leave your comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.